So, welcome again. We want to do a second part of discussion on business, on entrepreneurs and finances. So a lot of people think that renting is paying. Paying for. If you're a business person, you can't think like that. If I'm renting 2-bedroom house and it's 500 Ghana cedis a month, the whole year is 6,000 cedis. If I want to go and build 2-bedroom house, that's about over 200,000. Conservatively. So 200,000. Okay, 200,000 compared to 6,000 a year. I'd rather rent, 200,000. I'd rather rent 6,000, put the rest of the money back into the business, grow that 200,000 into $1 million or 2 million. Then maybe I can take 200,000 from it to build a house. That's how you have to think as an entrepreneur. If you're not an entrepreneur, then you want to own a house, no problem. So, you don't want to pay rent to somebody, waste of time. That's not an entrepreneur's mind. That is somebody who is so much interested in owning a house, But you as an entrepreneur, a house is nothing. Build one house. If your business is booming, you can buy 10, 20 houses. And your growth is exponential. It's unpredictable. Nobody can actually sit down to see what you are going to become in the next 5 years. It could be billions. It could be millions. And sometimes it can also go down. So your mind, in terms of houses, in terms of cars, if you're a business owner and your business owns cars, there are a lot of businesses with thousands of cars. So car is nothing to a business person, Go ahead.
And that mindset that when you buy or you build your own house, you don't pay rent, we should have a look at it again. Because once you buy or you build your own house, it's a bigger house than where you probably used to rent. And that house, you're going to pay more light bill, more water bill. So even though it's your own house, you're still paying more utilities than before. And that is just like the rent. So that mindset that when I build a house, I don't pay the rent. You still pay. You still pay something. Today, if let's say your pipe is spoiled, you fix it. A lot of things may happen in the house that is more than even the rent you used to pay when you were living somewhere in a smaller apartment.
Yeah.
So we have to look at that again.
All right. And entrepreneurs' finances is so much different from people's personal finances. You want to build a business. So, as Marie said, that house, every time there is something which is breaking down. So, in a month, you probably would have spent more on repairs than what rent you used to pay.
If nothing breaks down at all, even your utility bills have gone up.
Yes.
Probably
10 times.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I am of the opinion that for you to own a house, you really have to have a lot of money. Or rent all your life. It doesn't matter. It's better to have money invested somewhere that can take care of you in case of any emergency, that can take care of your children's school fees, that can take care of a lot of things that you need. If there is any major health issue, you can take care of it. Then put all your money in owning a house, which just massages your ego. Your mother will be very proud that you have built a house. Your family will be proud of you. Your friends will come and look at your house, but then you know that you have nothing more than this house. An entrepreneur must not think like that. An entrepreneur must look at building the business. It's like farming. Maybe you have a maize farm. It's like that. You are always trying to replant it, grow the farm, grow the plant, grow, so that you can have more. That's how entrepreneurs think. So an entrepreneur is not thinking of, I own a house, I have a car, my children go to this school. No, that's not it. Your greatest achievement is to look at the people.
Build the business.
That's it. And you look at the number of people that you have employed, the changes that you are making in the community, the equity you bring to the society. That's what you're looking at. Your mind is so bigger than you just classify. An entrepreneur is not looking for a high-paying job.
And it should not be just about yourself. Because if you're looking for a high-paying job, technically it's about you. You don't even care whether your colleagues are going to be paid higher. You don't care. It's just you, about yourself and your family. But an entrepreneur, you cannot look at yourself alone. You cannot think that way. You should have the mindset of creating employment for others to benefit. So you look at the bigger picture.
That's right.
Because of that, you cannot just be doing things anyhow about you. That is building your house, buying a nice car, riding her. Most of the times, even when we're going somewhere, we are traveling out of Ghana, I've noticed that there are some business people who whose businesses may be struggling, but you see them in first class.
Yes,
or
sure.
they will go in first class.
Yes.
And they will come and pass you. As you sit in the economy, they are already in the first class, and you wonder why. Because to them, they are business people. So whether the business can produce first class ticket or not, they have to be in first class because that is, or a business class because they are doing business. No, you may have to make sure you have enough for that, or the business can take care of that ticket.
This is
not to show off.
The bank people, the people who went into financing, they are the ones who are trying to, there are a lot of business people who believe in social, what they call branding, perception. They want to be on TV and they have to, put a certain image. A lot of you young boys and girls don't have to look at those things. A lot of them, all that they have is the TV, the things that you see on them on TV, the Range Rover, all those things, they're just facade. The bread business is the one that is making the money, bringing in the income, creating more opportunities, creating more creating more value. And a lot of the times, most buoyant businesses and entrepreneurs don't
show off.
Don't do
show
those
off
things,
like that.
especially in our kind of economy, the kind of economy that we run. A lot of the times, those things. Anytime you see any young person who's trying to flash, they have not made the money. I'm telling you, they just have ways and means to just collect money from people, and they are just flashing. A lot of them did not create the money from the business. So you have to gradually build that. Look at some of these foreigners who have built businesses here. Sometimes you go to see the owner. For years, they are in this small car, and they have thousands of workers.
They are so calm. They don't show off.
No.
Sometimes you wonder if you are talking to the owner.
Yes.
But they know their worth. They don't need those cars to be fulfilled.
But our people, no. Our people must prove that they have arrived. You don't need to prove to anybody that you have arrived. You have to have very strong knowledge of yourself, of your business, and of the people that you serve. It gets to a point you have so much worth, no problem. If you have 500,000 and you are using 10 cedis to buy anything, that's no problem. But don't strangle the business. Don't kill the business just because you have not dealt with things that you have to deal with innerly. So you're looking for acceptance. You're looking for people to. If people insult you, if people look down upon you, there's nothing wrong with that. People look down upon people anyway. And the president, you think Nana Akufo-Addo, everybody likes him, so people would even want to kill him. So you can even be the president and people don't like you. So it doesn't matter. In this world, people will not like you. It's okay. People will like you. So focus more on that and be more. And what is your thing? What do you think on honesty and finances as an entrepreneur?
That is so crucial, because that is what is going to hold you as a business person. By all means, the business will have challenges, and during those periods, your honesty is what is going to save you. So let's say you are renting a shop from somebody, from a landlord, but before the business went into the moment of struggle, you were paying your rent every time. You were diligent. You were paying. And let's say for about 2 or 3 months, you don't have the money to pay. The landlord will be lenient on you. But if you are somebody who was always trying to be tricky, not paying, that will be the moment you'll be sacked out. You'll be kicked out. So, and then your business will just end in no time. So that is so crucial. You have to be honest with those you are dealing with. Not even to those in charge, like your landlord that you have to pay money to, but even to your staff. Those that you need help from and those that you can help. Those up and down. You have to be honest with everybody that you are dealing with.
See, the honesty is the foundation of whatever you're building. Money is something that you don't like to get. A lot of people have it. They are just trying to trick it, and because money is volatile, it's dangerous. Dishonesty is like petrol and match. Money is the petrol. Dishonesty is the matches that you put there. You spark it, there's fire. So if nothing will save you at all, your credibility will save you. A lot of our people don't know how to be straightforward, how to say, I can't do it. I won't steal the money. I can't afford the money. You've got to learn these things. A lot of the times they put that in tight corners. But that's what is going to make you strong. That's what is going to make you learn the very things that you need to learn. for the business to work. If you cut corners all the time, if you are lying, if you are just screwing people, no problem. But they run up after you. Sometimes they are even able to build big business on TV. Then just because the brand is not the brand, the character of the people behind the brand is the brand. You know, so your straightforwardness, your truthfulness, they are key. They are key. They are key. So much important to the survival of your dreams and of your business. Yeah. So if you're not straightforward, you've got to work on it. A lot of our people are not straightforward. We are religious. We go to church, we will pray, and we will still steal. We will cheat, we will lie, and still pray on God and talk about the favor of God, the grace of God. Those things are deceptive. Build your values. A lot of people don't call on those things, grace and those. But when you meet them, you can see that this man is gracious. It's forward. You know, so it's not about you talking about those things. As a matter of fact, now I'm very much careful when somebody starts to, when I meet anybody doing business and they start to talk about God and prayer and fasting, I'm very careful.
Why? Because a lot of them are
they are screwed me. They just come, pastor. You just and it's a lie. He takes the money, he runs to America. He doesn't even call back. You know, so from the letter I've known, build your character, build your values. It's the best way. Let people will disagree with you. You may not be perfect, you make mistakes, no problem, but at least let everybody know that this one, worst come worst, he will come through. You know, your word should be the one that protects you. Your word, the ones that if you say yes, it should be yes. If you say no, it's no. If anything changes along the line, let the people know.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't give invoices. Somebody comes to you, say, madam, give me this invoice, our workplace. You know, we are doing some party. Even though I'm paying 30 a year, make it 1,000.
Yeah.
Don't do it.